Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How y'all doing? Howdy, kids? I'm Q, the Costa Rican coach of the Chicago Dragapults, and today we are back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Draft League battles. I was about to say the random Wi-Fi battle thing. We're here in the GBU, week 5 in the GBU. Currently, we are undefeated at 4-0. Can we keep the win streak alive? It'd be really cool to have like a perfect season. Not that like that's the goal that I'm going for whenever I go into a draft league, but hey. Currently 4-0. Let's try and make a 5, and then maybe get a little closer to that. Anyways, regardless, going up against the homie Galvanate, coach of the New York Noibats, which is a really cool team logo. Let's put the matchup on screen right now. Boom, so you can see the team logo I'm talking about. Looks pretty nice. They got Palafin. They got Landorus. They got Heatran, Hydreigon, Brambleghast, G-Weezing, Dondozer, Ribombi. I was going to say Titan, but that is definitely a Conkeldurr. And then a Hoopa that can Terra into Ghost or Fairy. So now you might be asking yourself, Q, didn't you battle a team that potentially had Heatran and Brambleghast on it? Yes, last week my opponent also had access to Heatran and Brambleghast. And in between that week and this week, that guy and this guy swapped. And he got Heatran and Brambleghast, and I forgot what the other guy got. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Last time, the opponent didn't bring Heatran or Brambleghast. This time around, this guy might. I don't know. If the Brambleghast shows up, I don't give a fuck. That's not a mon. Heatran might be a little bit annoying, but it's also like we can deal with it. Regardless, really strong threats. Really two good water types that I foresee showing up today. Webs, Ribombi can be very annoying. Offensive Heatran and offensive Landorus is also really strong. And then Hoopa kind of clicks a button, especially under Webs. So regardless, tough road ahead of us. Let's talk about the team that we are going to be bringing today. We're going to speak of it out of order. Basically, number one priority is we have no hazard control. We're not bringing a spinner. Nobody on my team gets defog. So, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, my options were Magic Bounce Espeon or Choice Scarf, Rock Blast, Mamoswine, and 3 Rock Blasts can knock out Ribombi through its Focus Sash, thus stopping the webs from going up. So that's kind of the goal here. If we see Ribombi on the other side, we'll lead off with Mamoswine. If we don't see Ribombi, then I guess we just play it by ear and see what we see and lead off with what we want to lead off with. But yeah, regardless, up next, we have Sneasler with the T-Spikes to hopefully set up the homie Spectrier with a nice little Hex sweep. Basically, we're rocking out with T-Spikes for a bunch of reasons. One, the main reason, is the Poison type is not grounded. It does have the Levitate ability. Granted, it does get access to Neutralizing Gas, but I don't really think they're going to be running Neutralizing Gas against my team. Just doesn't really make any sense. Nothing, they don't really care about Neutralizing. Like, none of my abilities matter to them in theory. And then Diaclaw, Close Combat for Dual Stab, and then U-Turn for Pivoting. And then we have, like we said, Spectrier with the Hex. Zap, everything on our team besides Mamoswine can inflict status. And I guess besides Spectrier. But we got Hurricane, Thunderbolt, Roost, Volt Switch on Zapdos. I ran the calcs. Last time against John, I didn't bring Zapdos because I was like, I don't want to get walled by Brambleghast. But now I finally ran the calcs. That bitch is not a Pokemon. A Thunderbolt is enough for it, and I just roost it all. I just roost off the Power Whips or the Poltergeist or whatever you want to go for. So that's not an issue. We can inflict static with our static ability on physical attackers such as Palafin, or if it's like physical Hydreigon, even Conkeldurr, or physical Hoopa for whatever reason. Not that I think any of those scenarios are going to happen. It's mainly just for like U-turn on Landorus, maybe paralyzing it there, which would be pretty nice. Yeah, and then Dual Stab is all I really need on Zapdos. Didn't really have much else for it. It's pretty offensive with a little bit of defense, so I don't get O-code by banded Jet Punch from Palafin. Up next, we already talked about Mamoswine. Scarf just looks really nice here. I don't foresee like the Trailblaze set doesn't really make any sense because they should always be able to revenge me with Palafin and Jet Punch. I was thinking about maybe running past show, but then I was like, nah, dude, this has to be Scarf to try and knock out Ribombi before it gets its webs up. And then the rest of the moves are just, there. Vikavolt is our last-ditch effort against a physical offensive Palafin. We are very, very Fizz-Def, but with enough Spatak, modest max, actually, to be able to OHKO them with Discharge. And then we have Energy Ball and Bug Buzz and Flat. I just went with 4 moves. I was thinking about going AV, but I was like, nah, I need the boots just in case they get a rock, so I can guarantee live this Jet Punch from Bandit Palafin. And then last but not least, we have Volcanion. This time we're bringing Terra Grass because obviously I want to be able to switch into the 2 water types, but then we kind of wall each other in theory. So I figured let's have Terra Blast Grass. They hit some Terra Blast Grass moves. This will be not as good if they bring Hydreigon, but if they also bring the double water, then it's fine. You know, it's gonna be able to click some buttons. We're gonna, you know, potentially get some burns with Steam Eruption, knock out a Dondozo with Terra Blast. You know the vibes. But regardless, this is the team that we are gonna be using for Week 5 of the GBU, going up against the homie Galvanate. Can we get a Hex Spectrier sweep? I really hope so. That's kind of the goal for today. Otherwise, if that's not the case, then Mamoswine's going to have to put the team on its fucking back. And we're just going to have to always, hopefully, have our Volcanion around to be able to switch into those pesky water moves from the Palafin. So anyways, hope you all, yada, yada, yada. I hope you all subscribe if you're new, and I hope you all enjoy the battle. All right, y'all, here we are with the Week 5 battle in the GBU. If you guys hear me coughing a little bit, I guess I'm a little sick. I don't know. I've just been coughing a lot today. I don't know what's going on. But regardless, they don't bring the Landorus, which is kind of crazy. Okay, that's kind of crazy. No Bramble Gas, as assumed. No Rabombi is actually pretty huge. My Mamoswine doesn't have to do what I wanted it to do anymore. I'm actually just going to lead off with the Sneasler, because T-Spikes looks so fucking good here, as long as the Wheezing is Levitate and not Neutralizing Gas. But then if it is Levitate, if it is Neutralizing Gas, I don't know why it would be. I guess maybe Grimnay, but I think I still would get that. Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, let's see. Let's see. Their Hoopa is Terra Fairy. They did bring all 3 of the Pokemon that I wanted. Like I was contemplating between what Terra on Volcanion I wanted to beat, Grass or Fairy. And it was like Fairy was good for Hydreigon, but Grass was good for the double water. And they brought all 3 of them. So it's like, now I went with Grass. So like, I don't know. I think that'll be fine. They lead off a good head. Okay, so now this is most likely Scarf. I'm gonna assume it's Scarf. I want to just get up my T-Spike though, because it goes a long fucking way here. But in the event that they are Scarf and just stay in and like Earth Power me, I would also love to get off a CC. But I'm just gonna T-Spike because they should go Wheezing, like they really should, right? Like or Dondozo even. So I'm just gonna get my T-Spikes. Thank God. Okay, I figured. So they're probably not Scarf. They're probably not Scarf at all. They do go out in a Moustache, so we're about to find out, is it Gas or is it Levitate? It is Levitate. Alright, so the T-Spikes are, in fact, here to stay. I low-key might just get up another one. I kind of like preserving my Sash, though, and I have a pretty decent pivot into either Zapdos or Vikavolt. I kind of want to save both of those to be healthy for Palafin and Dondozo switch-ins. But I think all in all, I can probably just pivot into my Zap and just get off a Thunderbolt. Looks very free. Or do I want 2 T-Spikes? 2 T-Spikes would be really nice. But I think I'm just going to go into Zap. I think Zap just makes more sense. And we'll see what they want to go for. Big Zapping Tins in front of Wheezing. We should be doing a hefty fucking chunk. They do defog immediately. Okay, so I'm glad I switched. Because now we just get a very free Thunderbolt off. And if they want to pivot into, like Heatran or Hydreigon, then I have Volt Switch for both of those. And then we can find out what speed Hydreigon's running. Because I only crept Landorus. Yeah, I sped crept max speed Landorus. Didn't respect. I assumed Hydreigon would be Scarf if it was showing up. So yeah, that's what I did. Anyways, very free Thunderbolt. They don't really have switch-ins to this. This does 2 a KO, the Wheezing, if they choose to stay in. So yeah, we'll see what they want to do. They do just stay in. Okay, huge. Huge T-Bolt damage. Yeah, that's a big 2 a KO. Sludge Bomb, okay. That does a decent amount to me. Doesn't get the what's it called. I can now just go for the Volt Switch. I am being left pretty low, but a Volt Switch is really nice. And this guy dies to 2 Dire Claws now. So yeah, we get the offensive momentum here, which is really good. Into Toyota, which is the Heatran. Okay, so normally I would want to go into Mamo, but I don't want to allow the guy in again. So I'm actually just going to go into this. Yeah, I'm just going to go into this, because the CC is very free. I think the Wheezing dies to CC plus Dire Claw from the range it's at. CC plus Dire Claw. Yeah, it looks like it would. So I'm just gonna click CC this time around. Not gonna get fancy with it. If they opt to pivot into Hoopa on some crazy shit, that's fine too, because I could U-turn. So yeah, I'm just gonna CC. They saw that I was T-Spike, so they might be inclined to just stay in, predicting me to over-predict, but I'm just clicking CC. Because this Mongon would be huge. Based on that Volt Switch damage, it looks like it's a little bit Spadef. So let's see. Is it Rocky Helmet Wheezing? They go back out in a Moustache. Okay. I assume this dies to CC plus Dire Claw. Is it Rocky Helmet? Survey says it was. Okay, figured. So, yeah, I like just knocking it out. I could get up a T-Spike. Yeah, because last time they Sludge Bombed. I don't know if Strange Thing would kill. I'm going to get up a T-Spike. I'm actually going to get up a T-Spike. See what they do. I am -1 Spadef, so a Strange Theme might knock me out, but let's see. Sludge Bomb. That's not doing anything. Perfect. So now, yeah, now we just Dire Claw them. Perfect. And we get to keep T-Spike up, which is huge. This dies. Yeah. Let's go. Sneasler beating its counter. You love to see it. Hell yeah. All thanks to them staying in on the Zapdos just to chip it down, which does make a lot of sense if their game plan is centered around Palafin and Dondozo. So and Hoopa for that matter. Regardless, let's see what they come out into. I have the speed tier on lock, so I'm very curious what they're gonna choose to come out right now. We do only have one T-Spike up, so it's not going to be doing as much as like a double T-Spike in terms of like the longevity of like Dondozo sitting on us. But it is going to do initially a lot of damage. They go into this. So this has to be Scarf, right? Like surely. Like surely this is Scarf. I want to know. And I want to see what they lock into. So yeah, I'm just going to... I guess my best move is Dire Claw, isn't it? Or U-turn. But if they U-turn... If I don't want to U-turn into something else. But actually, this Mon looks pretty good now. Maybe I do U-turn into something else. Let's see. Are you Scarf? You are not Scarf. Okay. What do I want to go into? I guess I could go into Hoopa. Not Hoopa. My Terramon, I suppose. And just see what they do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to want to do. They could be specs. They could be something. They could be physical. Like, I don't fucking know. I assume they're special of some sort. They do Size Shock. Okay, so that's going to do a decent amount of damage to us. That is a 2-hit KO, I think. It's Life Orb. Okay. So this is going to 2-hit KO me. Hoopa. Life Orb Size Shock. Holy shit. Wait, why is that doing so much? 164. That got a high roll. Or not a high roll. Like a mid to high roll. So it does not guarantee 2-hit KO me, but it does pretty much guarantee 2-hit KO me. I don't really have a pivot that I want to go into. I guess I can go into Vikavolt, but that just, yeah, I guess it's just goodbye Volcanion. Which, oh no, I need that for Palafin. Ooh, wait a minute. No, because I have Fizz Def this, which should be able to 1v1 it, as long as I'm at full. And then I also have this, which should also live a Jet Punch. So I could just potentially go for the damage roll or the speed tie and just click Steam Eruption. That's what I'm going to do. They do Size Shock again. Do they get the roll? It's a roll in their favor. Yeah, okay. Unfortunate. That kind of sucks. Maybe I should have preserved Volcanion a little bit better. But we do get to go into whatever else, right? Unless the Toxic just killed. No, the Poison's not going to kill them. It's not going to do that much. So yeah, we just get to go into, I guess we can go into this and just try to win. That would be too easy, right? No way they'll let me do that. Ooh, it's probably AV Hydreigon now that I'm thinking about it out loud. No. I'm just going to go into this. I don't think they get a priority move. Yeah, I'm just going to go into this. Big Sneasler. Life Orb Hoopa. That Mon just clicked a button. It got rid of my Terra. So no Terra on either side anymore. This Mon's dead. My Mon's dead. Very unfortunate. But it is what it is. Big crit. That mattered. So yeah, I don't know what they're going to want to go into. They do get the offensive momentum in theory. So I could go Mamoswine to try and bait out either Hydreigon or Dondozo. And I think I am going to do that. I'm going to go into Big Mamo. I'm Scarf. They don't know it. But if I can bait out the Dondozo, I can get a poison. So that'll be really nice. And if they go into Heatran, I just click Earthquake and stuff like that. So Let's see what they want to go into. FGM. Oh, okay. This mon. Let's see what happens here. Mammal Swine. Palafin. I'm Scarf. They don't know that. Choice Band Jet Punch doesn't kill me, and Earthquake does a fuck ton. So I'm actually just going to click Earthquake. Yeah, I'm just going to click Earthquake. If they go into Hydreigon, good play. But I think they might go Dondozo. Blue Boy, that's Dondozo. Okay, so we're going to get some good chip on this. Coupled with Toxic. Or Poison, I mean. So the Palafin is big now, though. That's good. That's something we should take note of. This guy's getting poisoned. If they raw Avalanche me, does my Zap die? Let's find out. Because that's what I'm assuming. Voice crack? That's what I'm assuming is coming out here. Does Zappingtons die? It doesn't. Or at least it shouldn't. Until I touch it. So I could, in theory, roost right now. Which would be good, because I really want to roost. So yeah, I'm going to go into Zap. And I'm going to try and get a roost off. If they raw Avalanche, it shouldn't be doing that much to me, because I haven't touched it yet. And then after that, a Thunderbolt should knock them out, unless they're also AV. I say also AV because I'm kind of convinced now that the Hydreigon is, just because it wasn't Scarfed. Because I feel like, well, I guess maybe they were anticipating Sneasel potentially being Scarfed. Maybe that's why they went hard out. But I don't know. I assumed it was. It was either going to be Scarf or AV, I guess, is what I'm thinking. So now I'm thinking, since we didn't see lefties on this, it also might be AV. But actually, no, lefties wouldn't have procced yet. Right? We'll see it now if it's lefties, I guess. It could also be Rocky Helmet. There's so many possibilities. I hate Dondozo. It's Rest. Okay. All answers. All the answers are here. So now it's asleep. I do get a free roost, but I kind of want to like keeping up offensive momentum by just clicking Thunderbolt. And not offensive momentum, but I just like offensive. I just like hitting Pokemon. I'm just gonna hit Pokemon and do damage, is what I'm trying to say. I could roost, I think, in front of this, potentially in front of Heatran. So like, I'm okay. Especially if they want to do some crazy shit and go hard Palafin for no reason. That would be wild, but they could do it. They could definitely do it. I was low-key hoping they would flip turn on that play against Mamoswine, assuming that I was not Scarf. You know what I mean? Assuming they outpaced. Goddamn. Good head. Okay, let's get a cheeky para. Also, we can find out if it's AV here. Big chip. That did about, no para. All right, I'm just like, obviously I'm not hoping for it. I was just trying to be funny. Anyways, Thunderbolt. That do about... Oh, wow. Wait a minute. That actually... It's either AV or at least HP invested. Like, for sure, Z's. So, things we can do here. I obviously like keeping this around. I don't really have a good pivot, though. But I can just fire off a Hurricane, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to fire off a Hurricane. We are faster, which is huge. So this thing is bulkier than normal. And they drop a Draco and miss. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry, because that probably kills me. That probably kills me. Because now I'm going to roost. I'm so sorry, bro. Yeah, that fucking hella kills me. So yeah, now I'm going to roost. Let's see. Maybe it was a speed tie. No. Yikes. That's unfortunate for you, man. I'm so sorry. It's Pokemon, though. You know what I mean? Let's see what they do. They do drop a Draco, finally. Big chip. Yeah, that would have killed the shit out of me. I'm going to roost again. This being gone means Spectrier can kind of easily go in now. Barring a Banded Jet Punch. They do withdraw, so that I could see them going into Heatran. Yep. Big Heatran. I will... what do I want to do here? It's good to know that our Zapdos was faster than Hydreigon. That means Spectrier should knock it out now with Draining Kiss, obviously. You know what I mean? That's kind of guaranteed. I'm just going to start spamming Thunderbolt on this Mon. I assume it's Spadef based on the Volt Switch damage we did earlier. But I don't want to just go hard into Vikavolt on a fire move, and I'm slower, so I definitely get 2 KO'd. So I'm just going to... Or a rock move, even. So I'm just going to stay in, and as they get up rocks... Okay. That's really not that big. Nothing was like in range of rocks, and my two guys that are weak to it are boots, so it's fine. I'm just gonna keep spamming Thunderbolt on this Mon. It can't really heal besides lefties, and eventually I think I win the exchange, depending on what their offensive move is. So yeah, I'm just gonna click Thunderbolt. Have they clicked an offensive move yet? No, right? They switched in and then switched out on my Volt switch. And then they just clicked rocks for the first time. So I assume they're gonna have some form of a fire move. If it's Magma Storm, we could dodge that. If it's Ancient Power, that'd be pretty cool. It's Lava Plume. Okay, so that might burn us. It didn't. Huge. Huge. This thing is very weakened now. I honestly think if I just click it again, I think Spectrier might just win. Let's check. Because, let's see. Spectrier against... what's this Pokemon called again? Heatran? Heatran. Let's give him max Spadef. Shadow Ball would do 20. It's a bit of a roll, but it's a roll I'm willing to take. So I'm gonna just do it. Just gonna Thunderbolt. Especially if we get a Para here, then Hex will kill for sure. Yeah, big chip. No Para. Lava Plume doesn't knock us out. It does. Okay, I think I just go into Spectrier and potentially just win. Because the Palafin and and the Dondozo are both statused. So I just Hex them. It all just comes down to, is this in range? Is it 20? Is this at 26%? Whoops, that's 16. Is it at 26%? I think it might be. I think it might be. So yeah, I'm gonna go for it, man. I'm just gonna go for it. We got the lefties too. Lava Plume shouldn't be doing that much damage to us. Lava Plume would, in theory, put us in range of Choice Band Palafin, but I think that's okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. Can we get the knockout with the horse? Let's find out. Oh man, I'm coughing so much today. I woke up fine. It was literally just like a few hours ago. I just started having a coughing fit. It was really weird. Let's see. Can we get it? Survey says. Beautiful. That's 1 for Spectrier. I think a +1 Hex knocks out Palafin. And we should live... We actually, from full, we live a Choice Banded Jet Punch. +1 Hex poisoned. We do. 100% kills. Let's go. Blue boy. Oh, this guy gets to a KO too. Fuck yeah. I'm clicking Hex, baby. It's not AV because they rested, so hell yeah. Big ass wow, that's barely a 2 KO. Don't roll Wave Crash, please. Roll something stupid. Roll Rest. You know you want to. Yes, thank you. thank you, Dondozo. That's the risk you run with going with Rest Talk, you know what I mean? It sounds good in theory, and I've won games off it before, but I've also lost games off of it before. It's very unfortunate. They're not lefties either, so Hex is just very free. I think we just win. I think we just win. Big ass Hex. Lil Nas Hex finally getting the Hex sweep it deserves. Let's go. And now we definitely knock out the Palafin, even if it was like some crazy AV set. And yeah, Adamant Choice Band Jet Punch does 79 to 93%. So it could never knock us out from full. So yeah, we're so good. We already know we outpaced the Hydreigon. Yeah, we're so good now. I think we just win. What's the word I'm looking for? Knock on wood. In case Jet Punch could crit. That is a thing that could happen. But yeah, let's just see. FGM. Who's this? The Palafin. It was poison last I remember. It was. Yep, it's just getting the Hex sweep, baby. No Jet Punch, huh? Okay. Maybe they knew it didn't kill. Maybe they weren't banded. I don't fucking know. Regardless, we got that Hex sweep, baby. We got that Hex sweep, baby. I might just Hex the Hydreigon just to do it. Just to do it to him. You know what I'm saying? Just to do it to him. But no, I'm actually going to kiss him. I'm scared. I'm going to kiss him. Oh, man. Fire Hydreigon nickname, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. Very fire Hydreigon nickname. Oh, shit. No, this kills. This one, I'm +3. I refuse to believe. Thank you. Okay. I refuse to believe. There's no fucking way. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no fucking way. Oh, man. That was a little crazy. That could have been crazy. Had he gone into that earlier? Actually? Well, had he not lost HP on it, I guess. Had he landed his Draco, could have went a lot different for him. Although through Roselli plus 3 draining kits does do 99% minimum if they were just offensive high dragon. But we knew they were actually a little bit bulky because of how little that first Thunderbolt did. But regardless, we remain undefeated, baby. Here in the GBU, we're 5-0. No, everything goes downhill from here, right? I don't know. Is this an 8-week season? I honestly don't remember. Regardless, big shout outs to the homie. Oh man, big shout outs to the homie Nate. Go check him out. Link to his channel in the description down below, as well as all the other coaches that are in the GBU. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. With that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. If y'all like what you saw and you saw what you like, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see ya in the next one. Peace.